So why does it work? Why does the false narrative, the grand deception, why does it work so well? Well, we've touched on that a little bit. The human side of us, the physical side of us, is fearful of being different, is fearful of not being accepted and following the narrative. But, you know, if you challenge the narrative, it's fearful of that. The narrative of patriotism, that the modern day Jews are special, all that. So that's one reason it works. Another reason it works is most people are very content just accepting what some man has taught them. Whether they grew up with it or whether they heard something and believed it. Most people are very content with that. It's easier for them to defend that position than it is to seek the truth. Okay? So these are the main reasons why this, it's groupthink, guys. Groupthink. That's what denominational churches are all about, right? They want to get everybody in a groupthink where they feel power and safety through numbers. They have no clue if what they're talking about or studying or saying is true, but it must be true if my guy next to me, Billy or Becky, believe it. Well, holy smokes, there's 1 billion of us. It must be true. That's why this works. And it's all part of the plan, right? These people who run this system, they know human nature. They know how people work. Like I said a few videos ago, they're not stupid. They know how to manipulate people and the masses. They know that people are generally lazy in terms of they just want to hear something and say, yeah, I buy into that. And they'll defend that narrative, and they're taught to defend that narrative, which is super sad. We know the scriptures. Learn from no man. When you want the truth, that's going to be between you and Jesus. No man can get in there. The only thing a man can do when somebody has been called to study and seek the truth is to just help them and look at it. Help them. Well, have you read this? Have you read that? We can't, a man can't call them to the truth. A man can't provide the truth. A man can only help share what they've been exposed to in terms of the truth. This is why it works, guys. It's such an intricate system of deception that plays to human nature to a T. It plays to the fear of humans, and it's been shockingly successful for centuries, but in particular, I think the last 200 years, since the 1820s or so, it's been shocking how it's escalated. But I won't continue to focus on that. You know, maybe I'll keep going in this video instead of doing another one. Just leave you with another thought. You know, the fear of nuclear war, to me, is another great example of these clowns. And then how gullible people are to the lie, and why the lie keeps working. Well, somebody might say, well, Mike, nukes have been used before in Japan and World War II. Okay. Could they do something similar again? But you know what? It's never going to happen. because these people who control all this, they don't want to live the rest of their life underground in some bunker. They love sipping champagne at some exclusive restaurant in Monte Carlo or in Shanghai or some real high dollar place around the world. They want to sit out on the patio of their $400 million deal and have all their friends over, or jump on their yacht and cruise wherever they want. They don't have to want to worry about nuclear fallout. So all of these different fear tactics used by these totally godless people are just that. You look at Netanyahu, Benjamin Netanyahu, how many times has he had a speech? We're going to just destroy Iran. I'll yell at the TV, then do it. Then quit saying it and do it. He'll never do it. It's all hype. And I'll tell you the other thing, zero of what you get from mainstream media is painting a picture of what's really going on in these war zones. Ukraine, Russia, Israel, Hamas. You have no clue what's really going on. And I don't mean that it's worse than what's really going on. I just mean it's not being portrayed at all like it really is. The whole Ukrainian narrative, guys, is a total false narrative. The West set this up to be a war, to provoke Russia. And Russia probably willingly, they've got all the oligarchs who get wealthy off wars. And here we are. They're all in cahoots, guys. All right, that's why it works. Okay, we'll catch up later.